with faith in God, in ourselves, and in humanity, go forward, courageously resolved to play our part worthily in building a better world.
Hello guys and welcome to Dinoshi folks. The spotlight in today's episode will be on the history of a family that has left an inescapable impact on the development of the United States and beyond. The Rockefeller family. This remarkable family is not just a story of untold wealth, but a complete journey that has changed the face of industry, finance, and philanthropy. Beginning with their founder, John D. Rockefeller, they not only dominate the oil world with Standard Oil, but also create a legacy that spans many fields, including education, science, and humanitarian mission. With this episode, we will explore their rich path, the challenges that have shaped their path, and their influence on America's society and abroad. On the American economy scene on the late 19th century to 20th century, wealthy families, as you may already know, constitute a powerful force, deeply influencing the development and orientation of the market. Among these families, a special and powerful role was occupied by the Rockefeller family. Linked to sectors as diverse as oil, finance, and infrastructure, these families create a network of assets and powerful connections. As of 2021, the Rockefeller family is worth a whopping $8.4 billion, according to the CEO World magazine. The Rockefellers ride through history. It all started when they left Germany around the beginning of the 17th century and settled in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, in America. Born into a low-income household, William Avery Rockefeller was one of the first family members to be born in New York. William, sometimes known as the Devil Bill, was eventually exposed as a con man who pretended to be a physician in order to sell what he claimed to be a unique cure-all medication, according to HistoryNet. Who would have thought? John D. Rockefeller, William's son, was actually the one who officially put the Rockefellers' family name in the map. This family began its journey in a period that marked a radical change in American history. By founding Standard Oil, John D. Rockefeller made a fundamental change in the oil industry, creating an unusual economic empire. The patriarch, John D. Rockefeller, became the first billionaire in history of USA in 1916 after using the oil industry to build the family fortune. Despite coming from a low background when he was born in 1839, Rockefeller was able to save money and start a number of businesses when he was older. Along with his business associates, Rockefeller found an oil refinery close to Cleveland in 1863. At the beginning of his career, we see Rockefeller as a man passionate about the oil trade. Noticing the great potential of his sector at the time, when the use of oil was increasing, he began to merge and consolidate small oil company into a single entity with an excellent financial strategy and innovative management tactics. The sheer determination, intelligence, and cunning that characterize Rockefeller are vividly illustrated by his ability to orchestrate a campaign during the most challenging period of his career, the downfall of the notorious South Improvement Company. The South Improvement Company was a secret alliance between the railroads and few major refiners with the goal of putting an end to destructive price cutting and rising freight rates back to a level that would be viable. The agreement stated that in exchange for the railroad increased rates, Rockefeller and other major refiners would receive refunds, ensuring the stable business of the latter. Furthermore, they were to get the money from the drawbacks imposed on non-members, who would consequently have to pay significantly higher price for their oil shipments. The oil refinery quickly grew to be the bigged in the region, and in 1870, his younger brother William, and a number of friends founded the Standard Oil Company. This led to them revolutionizing the way oil resources were managed. implementing complete control over every stage of the production process, from distribution to oil refining. Rockefeller accumulated a remarkable amount of wealth and power as the world's needs for oil increased and oil production became essential to the American economy. An economic empire was established during this time of dramatic transformation and highly profitable oil trade, but it also marked a moment when government authorities faced difficulties and took steps to lessen Standard Oil's overwhelming influence. Hence, the US Congress passed the Sherman Antitrust Act in 1890, which made monopolies illegal. The Ohio Supreme Court ruled in 1892 that Standard Oil Trust had broken a state statute that forbade monopolies. In response, Rockefeller ended the trust while still managing the business out of New York City. Rockefeller had focused on philanthropy in 1890s, so by that point he had mainly given up on active leadership. Quick question: what do you think of the Rockefeller family's impact on philanthropy? Share your thoughts and let's explore this together. So we are saying that Rockefeller left the leadership for philanthropy. Along with his son and a wealth manager, he contributed to the founding of the University of Chicago in 1890. Additionally, Rockefeller established other significant philanthropic organizations. These include the Rockefeller Institute of Medical Research in 1901, later Rockefeller University in New York, the General Education Board in 1902, and the Rockefeller Foundation in 1913. Many causes, including a complicated combination of personal views, societal consideration, and a desire to make a lasting positive impact, prompted John D. Rockefeller's decision to concentrate on philanthropy. Some of them are argued to be religious beliefs. The stewardship principle and Rockefeller's Baptist faith had a significant impact on him. He felt that the moral obligation to use one's money for the benefit of society followed financial development. Public image. Because of its monopolistic activities, Standard Oil, the firm that Rockefeller founded, was subjected to significant media attention and criticism. Rockefeller's philanthropic activities afforded him the chance to modify his public persona and reduce the unfavorable perception linked to his commercial pursuits. Reputation and legacy. Rockefeller hoped to leave a lasting and beneficial legacy. He wanted to be known as an industrial tycoon, but he also wanted to be remembered as a benefactor who contributed to the greater good, so he committed a significant percentage of his riches to charities. The Rockefeller family's philanthropy has left a lasting legacy. The efforts they have made have changed the course of societal progress, from promoting global health and environmental conservation to changing medicine and education. For example, the Rockefeller family has become recognized as a pioneer in sustainable practice, building on their long history of commitment in environmental conservation. That being said, the Rockefeller Brothers Fund actively supports initiatives to enhance environmental sustainability and lessen the effects of climate change. The Rockefeller legacy, which is a monument to the transformative potential of money when directed toward the well-being of humanity, remains strong as the family philanthropic adventure continues. As you may be aware, John D. Rockefeller's only son, John Jr., inherited the majority of his fortune after his death. In order to guarantee that Rockefeller's descendants would live as only Rockefellers can, a trust and various other corporations were established to administrate the family finances. A large portion of his fortune is being managed and pooled to Rockefeller & Co., where David Rockefeller Jr. is the chairman. But what's the key to their immense success? We can't help but wonder what is the secret. His greatest challenge, according to John D. Rockefeller, was to obtain enough capital to do all the business he wanted to do and could do, given the necessary amount of money throughout his extraordinary career in business. One of his greatest advantages was his ability to gain the confidence of investors and banks. In one of his interviews, Rockefeller has admitted, "It is chiefly to my confidence in men and my ability to inspire their confidence in me that I owe my success in life." According to John D. Rockefeller, the most critical requirements for success in the business is developing confidence through the act of trusting others and earning their trust in return. In summary, The incredible success of the Rockefeller family is a patchwork woven with innovative ideas, smart strategic planning, and a deep compression of the mutually beneficial relationship between social duty and economic impact. The secret to the Rockefeller success is not only their innovative business tactics, like marketing domination and vertical integration, but also how well they combine their corporate endeavors with well-timed philanthropy. The Rockefeller have left an enduring legacy that demonstrates how dedication to long-term vision, flexibility, and moral business conduct can cut across the industry borders and have a profound impact on society. Question: do you think that the Rockefeller legacy still influences our economy today? If yes, what aspects of their influence do you think are still shaping our world? Let us know in the comments. That is all for today, guys. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next episode. More interesting things are waiting for us, so please hit that button subscribe so you are not missing any of them. Thank you in advance.